Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Tides of Death. I have calculated our party's experience total, and it comes out for, let's talk about what it is. For the robbing of the glassmith, way back on the other island, and the beating up of the people, and the chucking of the glassmith into the furnace, and all of that jazz, for fighting the Malchus bears and meeting the dryads, for searching the deserted island, for the party, for the looting of the tomb, for the half killing of the revenant who's still out there and coming for you, but can he really go across open ocean? That seems like a stretch. You're probably safe. For the soldiers and the cleric that you fought, for stealing a new boat, for all of these things, each player will receive 4,000 experience points.
Times 0.1, right?
Yes, times 1.1 if you have the 10%, which I think everyone does except for...
I've only got on half of my classes.
25,430 XP.
Hot diggity damn.
How much?
I ask this every single time. What level do I level? What experience do I level up at?
I'll check for you.
2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 65 is your progression, I think.
32,000 probably.
32. Okay.
How do we feel about rounding experience? Listen, I've got 25,748, and it would just be so nice if it was 750.
Dangerous game you're playing there.
You have how much
down.
is it?
If I get 2 more XP, it'll be a nice round 750 at the end of my XP number.
Oh.
Oh, 2 XP? Yeah.
I'll take
Yeah.
an extra XP, Neal.
Does it round you out to a nice even number?
Yeah, just like
No.
a really nice 750.
Actually, if I take the extra 2, you might need to give me like another few on top of that to
Here,
round me
you can
out.
take 2 of my 2. All right, I'll be at 2. I'll be at 25428, and you can be at your round number.
That seems
Wait,
fair.
then you're not on a round number.
Nah, I like my number though. I like 8. 8's a good number.
No.
8 is a good number.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Okay.
it's the smallest compound number or something like that, right?
Ooh.
What's a compound number?
Has like a lot of factors, like 1, 2, 4, and 8.
I see. I
Nerd.
like that. That's a very exact mathematical definition. It has a lot of.
Yeah. Lemma 3.1. A compound number is a number that has a lot of factors. Neal,
Go steal a
I've been
ship,
watching
right?
math videos lately. Okay, so no bullying.
I don't get any rogue experience for any of this, do I, Neal?
No, we're not doing
Nah, we got
class-based
rid of that.
XP.
No, we're not
Yeah,
doing- we're
it's
not
a piece
doing
of.
that,
It's
okay.
not worth the effort.
Not for you.
I just wrap up more XP in role playing and quest XP instead of.
Surely.
Yeah.
Well, you're welcome, guys.
Yeah, thanks, Nick.
So, have we decided what our next quest will be after the party has rested, recovered, and gotten your wires?
Nilrim will push for. We talked to the captain a long time. We were on the ship for many days. He would have asked, like, what is the most exposed trading route? Like, where are you furthest from, like, most safety? What do most, shippers fear? Which area?
Well, the whole of the outer ring. Actually, there's only the one roost, and it takes a long time to go all the way around. And certainly there are contingents of White Prince's men in the larger docks and ports out here, but they're not in every single island. They're not on every single thing, and there's not much you can do if there are pirates other than report it and hope that the pirates get caught later.
Okay.
If you want a exposed trade route, anywhere on the outer ring is equally dangerous, as long as there's not like White Prince's men right around the corner.
I'll have him point out a few trade routes on the map. Can you draw some lines then on the regular map?
Yeah.
I assume it's literally just circle, But maybe they have some insight.
Wrong button. Let's see. So let's zoom in a little bit over here. this island way over here that you guys haven't been to yet, but it gets pointed out on your map, is a major farming island. This is where a lot of the like agricultural goods that are produced on the outer ring are. And so there's a lot of trade. This one right here.
What's the name?
Oh, the name is... It is unnamed right now. What would you like to name this agricultural farming land with mountains across it and large forests and a castle and a big bay?
Can we name it after our first patron, if possible?
Ooh.
We can name it Lawbringer Island.
Varix. How about that?
Yeah, that works. Varix.
That was how the last section of that name, right? VERX.
Yep, Lawbringer. Yep, so Varix will work.
Patreon.com/tidesofdeath. You guys want to support the show? We're almost actually completely covering the cost of the show right now. If you want to go check it out, support it if you like it.
Varix. That's a great idea.
Also remember to use your Twitch Primes, guys.
Twitch Primes.
Varix Island, then. This has a lot of trade that happens near it because there's always people coming here to pick up food goods and either take them to other rings on the outer rim or other islands on the outer rim or like haul them back into the Midlands. So that's a pretty good spot. Port Ferris is another fairly major location. You guys know where that is. That's just sort of, there's a lot of metallurgy happening there, so it's a pretty good spot.
Is there any gold mines on the outer rim?
No, there are no gold mines on the outer rim.
Mithril?
No.
Silver?
There are some very small silver deposits on a couple of islands, but they're not, huge quantities of silver. It's mostly like there's an iron mine here, but sometimes we also happen to pull out silver because it's like mixed with silver veins.
That's on Flotsam Island, right? They have an iron mine here.
There are mines on Flotsam Island. There are also mines out on Alba Island to the far north up here.
Oh yeah, isn't that where there's like a sympathetic family?
There's the documents from hundreds of years ago mentioned that there was a sympathetic family or an anti-White Prince family there a long time ago.
So
Changed.
the island with the agriculture, you're saying this might be a good place to go because many trading ships will stop there to pick up supplies.
Yeah, well, like usually cargo trading ships will go in a circle around the outer rim, like picking this up and dropping it off here, and you might like clip from one island to another through the middle section a little bit to pick up some speed. And so even folks who go all the way around the ring usually like skip a few islands here, skip a few islands there. But Varix, is one of those spots that almost everybody stops at. And so it's not necessarily like the ships that come through here are better ships to steal from. It's just that there are more vessels that pass through this area.
I'm going to say that we skip that right now because we know where the White Prince's ship is. The one that we need to be afraid of. It's down here. So it's either going to come this way or go that way. So I say right now our best bet is to come up here and get a ship because we'll be on the opposite end of it. Does that make sense?
Yeah. I mean, I think maybe we should just sail around the outer rim and just hijack the first ship we see.
I'm cool with that, yeah.
This is going to be our first hijack, so it might be good to do something a little bit low risk as a practice.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that. So first ship we see.
So let's talk about the plan then. The whole party like gathered together somewhere in the base discussing what it would be like to steal a ship. Are you here to board the ship, take the goods, and leave the ship behind? Are you going to sink the ship? Are you going to kill all the passengers and crew? Are you going to give them an ultimatum? Let's just do
your money or your life, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do So we'll sit down. We'll have a big conversation. Neal will bring up the fact that, we're pirates, but we're people who keep our word. So we need to very carefully word exactly what we say.
Mm-hmm.
I think your money or your life is perfect.
Yeah. We should make a flag, a black flag, or a Jolly Roger or something that we can hoist just before we attack them.
Red fist, yeah.
Yeah, a black flag with a red fist. That would be great.
Also, black and red traditional rebellion colors.
Ooh. Yeah.
Can we get that made? Is anyone of the crew here proficient with sewing?
Wiley used to know how to sew, but with only one good hand, he can't do it no more, unfortunately. It's a damn shame. He used to stitch such a fine cozy.
Let's just get we could just get like a white flag, right? We probably have one of those, and just dip it in blood eventually. Make it.
The blood will turn green over time, unfortunately.
Not good.
We want to dip it in like tar or something. Make it black.
Make it black.
But then it won't fly. It will just like hang. You need proper cloth for this. So I'm just gonna make a couple of checks here to see if any of your people might have some skill in sewing. Wiley doesn't. Bobby? Sorry, Bobby, you don't know how to sew. Janet? No way. John Brophy? Not a chance. Ajora? No.
Well, Ajora's gone, so.
Yeah, there.
Oh, that's right. So then Scarlett, Olivia, Emma, Miley, and Finn are also missing. So yeah, no one on hand knows how to do this. You'd need to get it made in town.
Well, for now, can we just find like a black, like cape or robe or something that we
You can get
cut
black
up
cloth.
use?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah,
also,
so we'll just have a black flag for now.
okay, no one knows the sign of the black flag with a red fist on it. So if you ask someone to make it, they wouldn't. I mean, it wouldn't be like, "Hey, make me a pirate flag," because no one would have known that it's a flag of pirates yet. Does that mean you can get it made?
We've got a week while we wait for experience and stuff, right? So we could maybe get it made in Flotsam.
Okay.
Or you could, get a black cloth and some red cloth and cut it out of fist and stow it on yourself and do kind of a crap job. And you can just buy the cloth.
Yeah, we'll get it made. I'll go back into town at some point and get it made.
We got money.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shill out 1 gold for your flag.
All right, can we get 3 made?
Shill out, 3 gold for 3 flags.
Done. All right.
Excellent.
This is a cute merch idea, actually.
Ooh.
Oh.
I like it.
I kind of want to get a deep pocket item now. Is it possible? The material components are a tiny golden needle and a strip of fine cloth, and then
The fancy cloak.
Yeah, a finely sewn gown or robe of high quality material, at least 50 GP value, is fashioned so as it contains numerous hand-sized pockets. 1 dozen is the minimum number. Do you think it's possible we can get this made soon?
Yes, you can. It said minimum 50 gold requirement. So that'll be materials, craftsmanship. To do it right would probably take a little bit more than a week, or it would require more people working on different parts of it at the same time. A little hard to do in this little island here.
Okay.
Why don't you shell out the money right now, and then whenever it is that you're next here, you'll have it. You can even put it on your character sheet with a little note like, next time we're at Flotsam Island, I have this, and that should be fine.
Casting this, I'm sure that my old, owner used to cast this.
Mm-hmm.
I can cast it twice, right? Currently, I have 12 hours plus 1 hour per level.
Mm-hmm.
So I can cast it before bed, and it'll continue the spell. Am I under that assumption, or no?
If you wanted, yes. Or you could let it expire at night, and it would just dump all your contents on the ground, and in the morning you'd recast it and put everything back in the pockets.
Okay, that's not so bad. Okay.
Yeah. Cool.
Awesome. Thank you. Nick, can you shell out that gold?
50 gold? Yeah.
50 gold, and then I need a tiny golden needle and fine cloth, and I'm gonna need, I don't know, 10 of those, maybe.
How much for that, Neal?
Tiny golden needle.
And a strip of fine cloth, given a half twist.
You probably need more than 10, right?
Yeah, I get.
You're going to be casting it every day.
30.
Yeah. You need a new golden needle every time.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
golden
needle
thing is a bit suspicious, right?
It costs 10 gold to get the golden needle, because it's 1 gold of gold itself, and then 9 gold of craftsmanship to make it an appropriate tiny golden needle. So it's a little expensive.
Don't get it yet then. Just get the garment, man.
Okay, yeah.
It means we need to get someone who can make these.
Yeah.
You're gonna need
Bring them
a
home.
craftsman to work in your forge over here.
God damn
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
So how many castings for your spell do we have now, Neal? Neal, 3.
Three.
Okay.
And I'm gonna spend this week making the ship in a bottle. I can do a wisdom check and get it this week, or I can do it for 2 weeks. It's up to you.
I mean, it's up
Do you
to
want
you.
me
Do you
to-
want to risk a check and
It's up
have
to
it?
the crew.
Ah.
Do you guys want to
Oh.
risk a check, or do you want to wait 2 weeks?
Is it in check?
Wisdom,
What's your wisdom?
12.
Can you be
Uh,
assisted in this task?
Moments, maybe?
No, because it's a week-long
It's a long
process. Yeah.
I don't mind waiting the extra week. I don't think we should waste the copper wire. It's fine.
This isn't wasting copper wire. This is crafting a miniature out of wood. If that makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, I don't mind waiting the week, personally.
Okay. Do you
It
guys
is
wanna
also
wait?
towards the end of the year where the weather's going to be the worst for a while.
Yeah.
So waiting at the weather is probably not a terrible
Okay.
thing.
We're gonna wait. I'm just gonna roll this. I want to see what it would have gotten.
Oh,
There you go.
good
We-
thing.
I wait the extra week. And do we want to wait an extra week or 2 to make 2, or do you just want to go after we?
No, one is fine. Let's get going. Because we can't capture more than one ship, right?
Yep. I was teaching Bobby how to do this as well.
You were.
Has he figured it out yet?
Yeah, so he's been chilling with the rest of your crew back in the base while you've been out doing stuff. I would like each of you. I'm gonna make a quick mechanization for this. And need a 4th thing for which to roll. We'll just have 3 then. So I'm gonna ask you to make me a D20 plus your level roll. 3 of you do that. One of this is going to be see how well Bobby is coming along with his training. A second roll is going to be for the general morale of your people back at the base. Like, how have they been doing? Are they happy? Are they getting frustrated? Yada, yada. And the last roll is going to be for, like, events that may have happened at your base. This roll is not like a 21 or higher is necessary as a success, but the higher you roll, the better. The lower you roll, the worse. And then your things will just get better as you level in general, because we'll be rolling a d20 plus your level.
6, 7.
So somebody, Nilram, how about you roll for Bobby? Give me that d20
I rolled a
plus
17. If you want to roll it again.
Oh, no, that's fine. I just didn't see it happen. Where is my... You rolled a 17. Okay, so Bobby has gotten pretty good at carpentry. There's not been a lot happening for him. He's been just sort of chilling here, taking flack from some people, giving flack back out, and he's taken to, like, carving with a knife. Apparently, when he's carving with a knife, Wiley gives him a little less shit, because Wiley has also got a knife on him and likes to play and carve things with it. So the two of them have been able to bond over woodworking together a little bit. They work their wood together. So Bobby is learning to do this, and you feel like if you left him alone and he takes like 3 weeks, he could probably do it right in 3 weeks.
Okay.
Who wants to roll for the morale of the party at the base?
I think
I
Potato
technically
already rolled for that.
rolled,
Yeah.
so that's
Already rolled for it. All right.
Yeah.
Well, Bobby and Wiley are pretty pleased, but Janet and John Brophy are kind of bored, and their boredom is causing them to stew a little bit. They don't have a real task at hand. Sure, one of them, is pretty good with accounting and keep your numbers in check, but there's a lot of downtime, and they feel adrift, a little
But hang on.
purposeless.
One of them's the cook as well, right? So
Yes.
They
Yep.
got stuff to do.
One of them's the
Yeah, a cook.
Cook.
what? Oh, sorry.
Chef.
It's different from, cooking your own food versus being, hostage and forced to cook for
And
people.
you got to cook for 4 people, and then you got the whole rest of your day, And what are you gonna do? You can clean the base, and you can cook, and clean the base and cook. But after a little while,
she can make preserves, jams.
okay,
Let her know. Tell her that.
Yeah. Any pickled onions here? Or really? You've got vinegar. You've got onions. What's the problem?
okay.
Nick is a true ladies' man, huh?
That's right.
Pickle those onions, honey.
You know what I mean.
And
Nice
let's
and
have one other person
Jeez.
roll for what's been going on at the base non-morale wise. Like, are things breaking? Have things been improved? What's the situation?
You do it, Archie.
Yeah, I want Archie's like god rolls on this one.
Yeah. What do I roll?
D20 plus your
D20 plus
character
5.
level.
I think I'm level 5, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Slash RD20 plus 5.
Yeah, things have been going well at the base. Nothing's been broken. Nothing's been like torn down. What little improvements have been made are like mild quality of life differences. Like they fixed the table, which was a little bit wobbly, and everything is tidy and kept up. But there's no one's like had a breakthrough on a way to improve quality of life. But at the same time, nothing's really fucked up. None of the food's gone bad. The water supplies are still working out great. Things are just. They're maintaining nicely.
Yeah.
So plus, minus, and stays the same. Great. Wonderful. Now our party wants to go raid. Hunting vessels. So what's your... Walk me through what you guys think would be the right thing. Like if you see a boat, if you see a ship, what are you going to do? How are you going to go about it?
Yeah, we turn course towards it, and then once we're within like a few, 20 minutes of it, we raise the flag.
And then what? This is not a flag that anyone's going to recognize, right? They're going to see a new flag on the horizon.
Yeah, and then we're going to sail directly towards them.
I probably would start channeling Call Lightning, which they would probably recognize. And that would be like a very significant, stop now.
There's like a storm overhead building above their ship, yeah.
Are you gonna use like the White Prince?
Are you gonna raise any signal flags to them?
Yeah, maybe the first time. Since people don't know our flag yet, hopefully at some point we can just raise the flag and the meaning will be known. But we'll send signals like drop anchor and be prepared to be boarded.
Okay. And if they resist, will you kill everyone on the ship?
Yeah, anyone who resists will either be killed or captured and tortured.
Are you gonna leave any survivors to spread the news?
Yeah, we've got to leave at least enough for them to make it back with their ship and tell the tale.
Okay. So the plan is to take the goods
with the ship. You can always take the one survivor, blindfold him, and then we just drop him off on an island. Yeah.
We don't even need to blindfold them. We could just drop them off.
Is the plan to steal their ship as well?
Absolutely.
Only if we have to. Only if they resist.
We want ships.
Yeah, but if they don't resist and they just hand over their wealth, we'll take that and we'll let them be.
Yep.
And if they do resist and you kill all but one, do you then like put your ship in the bottle and steal their ship and then
yeah.
Where are you gonna store the extra ship?
We'll take our ship home. I'll teach Bobby. Well, Bobby knows how to do it, right? So Bobby will create a miniature of that ship. It'll sit inside for 3 weeks. And then when I get home, I'll put that ship in a bottle and I can put it on a shelf.
Got it. So then you would take both ships back, one in a bottle, sail the other one in, unload it, make a proper miniature, put that in a bottle, and then take your ship back out, and then you just like start stashing ships and bottles that you've captured.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a good source of like storing money as well. Like if we've just got like 10 ships, we can just be like, we'll just sell one of these.
Incredible wealth in a bottle, yeah.
Yeah.
Well then, I don't think there's anything left to do but get you guys on your boat and row you out to sea.
Let's go.
I do have some musings on the way about how we would fight these Griffin Riders and query whether the magic users could do anything to knock them out of the sky, because they'd drown if they fell in the water wearing that armor.
Yeah.
They would. I don't think we have anything. I don't think I have anything yet, but maybe I'll be able to focus
Yeah.
and make a breakthrough on it, Captain.
My
Cool.
thought was, I'm not sure if I can cast spells while like holding a bow in one hand. But my thought was to like channeling call lightning. I have to stand still, and so the only way I'd be able to make attacks would be with a bow.
Well, if they were coming to our ship, I don't think Core Lighting would be the appropriate spell. There, it would be that's better for like destroying their ship, right? But if it was just the Griffin Riders coming to attack us,
I think I can hold the actual like firing of call lightning for when they swoop in.
Okay, and hit them
So that
directly
would,
with it.
yeah. So that would be like the equivalent of like an anti-aircraft flak cannon, you know.
Yeah.
All right.
Captain, do you want me to to cast lasting breath on you, so you can get on people's ships? I can do it on 1 creature per level. It'll last 1d4 rounds plus 5. So if we all do it, it'll last at a minimum of 6 minutes.
That's pretty good. That's enough to swim the distance between somebody's ship, but I would probably plan to like throw a rope over and lasso, and we can like pull ourselves closer or climb over.
Makes sense.
That way we can all get across.
Okay, I'm gonna take 4 magic missiles and a lightning bolt, then the other random ship.
All right, everyone prepare your spell lists, get your gear ready, and then are you heading against the current or with the current?
Whatever we want to go against.
Yeah.
You want to head?
We go against. We want to catch people coming.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, with. Yeah.
Great. So we're gonna go counterclockwise, and I'm just gonna tell you about the ships that you see that you run across, sort of.
Cool.
At random. Here we go. Virgo. And this one is a excellent. And this is gonna be about half of all ships. This should be a 5, 5, 3, 2, 2, 1. Here we go. The first ship you see when going against the current is not a proper ship at all. It is an oversized barge. Now, there are some of these things floating around the area. This is essentially just like a flattened, just flat boards with a little bit of walls and a single sail and no oar power whatsoever. They move incredibly slowly. They're normally used on rivers where you might on a river, you might have oars on it, or you might have like ropes that help pull it up or down. Mostly they would go like across rivers from one side to the other. But some people, some intrepid merchants who want to minimize all possible costs have set up proper barges, which use large sails that kind of tack with the wind to get themselves going in the right direction. Operational costs are very low. Weight carried is pretty good. But it's, very, very slow to move. This barge, this small barge right here, is capable of carrying about 10 tons, which is less than your Viking longship can carry right now by a factor of half. You can see from your heightened ground on the top of your deck here that there are 3 people on this barge. There's one person who's got a very large rudder that they hold at the back to sort of steer slightly, and then there's one person sitting like up in the rigging to help change the direction of the mast, because it looks like they're having some problem. Looks like some of their, what do you call it? Is it tacking? Some of their tacking is broken, and so someone is actually having to like sit and adjust things manually and hold the mast in place, the cross beams of the mast in place with their own physical strength, and like tying small ropes up there to do it. The third person is down below, shouting up and down and carrying out little instructions on the ground. They seem to be in a small bit of trouble. There's only 3 of them. This
seems like the perfect thing for us just to do Omega quick, and then we can get on to the next one, right?
As a little practice, yeah. We don't need Core Lightning for this one. Save it.
Absolutely not.
All right. I raise the signal flags to drop anchor. I raise our flag and then signal to drop anchor and prepare to be boarded.
Sure. You're moving at movement speed 15 in their direction. They're moving at movement speed 4 in your direction. There's no way that they can outmaneuver you or outrun you in any way, shape, or form. So you tell them to drop anchor, and they return the flags. Our anchor is missing.
Okay. Well, I hold.
They better figure it out.
I hold the prepare to be boarded then. And I want to pull us in close, and then I'm going to start like lassoing ropes around their ship and trying to pull us close up the board.
Yeah, your ship can come up close to them. The drumming can stop, so your ship will stop moving against the current. And it's a simple thing to toss ropes from your ship onto the big posts that are meant to be roped so you can pull the barge up against ships or up against ports. And as you do this, the people on deck, captain and the 2 crew members, what is it? What's happening? Is there news? Is it Captain Starbuck?
It's much worse than that. Your gold or your life. And I will leap across the ropes towards their ship.
Once on
in my mouth.
You land on the decking of the barge, and one of the planks gives way a little bit, and some small amount of water splashes up. Your quick interpretation of this boat is that it has been in some sort of rough weather or rough situation, and it is barely being held together. The plank that you initially landed on, the only reason it's in place is because it's next to other things that are secured, but you can see that it's broken here, and it's broken here, and it's just barely pushing up against the boards above it.
So I my foot falls through the plank and gets all wet, and I shake the water off and say, "You 3 really are having a bad day."
The captain goes to the side and pulls out the only weapon you see on the deck, a single saber, and points it in your direction.
Wait, hang on. I point my sword out and say, "Drop that now, if you value your life."
Go ahead and roll your damage. Yeah. Why? Are you?
I look to the other 2 and shrug at them with a smile.
Hands immediately go to the air.
All right, let's get on board, lads.
What do you want with us? Says one of the 2 soldiers.
Your money.
They will, hands in the air, walk over to some large clusters of barrels that are placed very near to the center of the mast in the most stable area on a slightly raised platform. And they tap the barrels while they put their hands in the air. This is the goods that we're hauling.
Load them up.
I get Archie to go and check the goods.
And we'll check the goods.
Archie, this right here, this 4 of these large barrels are just good foodstuffs, freshly made rations that will last you months and months, proper supplies. 4 of these barrels are fresh water, great for supplying your own ship. But the next barrel over is blacksmithing gear. It's hammers and nails and bars of metal ready to be shaped into things. There's little planing things. There's tongs and clippers and holders. It looks like they've picked up a load of metalworking gear wherever they were last, and they're hauling it somewhere else.
I'll have to be more perfect. You said, what is in there? What's in there, Archie?
We got food. We got water. We got. I just randomly throw out some of the blacksmithing. We got nails and shit. There's a lot of good stuff over here, Captain.
Fate shines upon us. I look to the 2 lads and say, "I suppose either of you are a blacksmith, are you?"
They shake their heads.
Right. Well, sorry to bother you, chaps. We'll leave you with some food and water. Archie, we can leave one barrel of food, 1 barrel of water. Get the rest on board. Sorry about your captain.
Who are you?
We are the Crimson Fists, and I am Captain John Winters.
I'll fist pump the air.
And I'm Barchi. Archie. I'm Archie.
He's Archie today. Captain, you fellas can make it back home? They did
Should
surrender.
we
Yeah.
assist them with their sail?
Can you get back home, you think?
They shrug. Sure.
Yeah. Well,
Get the fuck out of here.
good luck.
All right.
And once the stuff's loaded back on, I will like untie the ropes and swing back across to my ship.
Yeah, with neither ships being
Oh.
steered right now, the whole, both the ships together have kind of come at a weird angle to the rest of the things, and it's a little bit of a trouble to hoist these heavy barrels of food and water up onto the deck above. But you've got Archie, you've got ropes. Your first time hauling these goods is a wee bit uncomfortable. Archie, would you make me a strength check to see if there's any problems your first time looting a ship?
Absolutely, Koibs.
No problems.
Not a problem. Yeah, you get it all nice and organized and hefted up and over. Then as you're hauling the last thing up, one of the other, you notice, well, maybe you don't notice. Can I get a perception check from Captain Winters?
Perception.
Yes.
The dump
His
stuff.
strongest stat.
Oh!
You notice one of the sailors has been, one of them has been sort of moving around trying to get a look at what's happening, and the other has been standing in one place, like, uncomfortably still. There's something odd about the way that this one guy is standing in the one place that he's standing.
Okay, so before, once all the stuff's loaded and just before I untie the ships, I'm going to go in. The first guy who's not being suspicious, I'm going to go up to him and shake his hand. Nice doing business with you, friend.
Thanks for leaving us alive.
Of course. As long as you don't resist. And then I go walk over to the other guy and offer a hand. No hard feelings, right?
Shakes his head. Takes your
I
hand.
try and look around him. That's like what he's standing next to.
Yeah, it doesn't appear to be that much. Give me a second perception check.
Well, when I go and shake his hand, I'll put my left hand on his like shoulder, like shove him to the side.
Yeah, he'll step to the side, fumbling off his area, and you'll notice his foot is standing over what appears to be a small little hatch on that slightly raised platform where all those barrels were standing.
I give him a look, and then I
These
look
little
back at the crew.
fuckers.
Get back over here, boys. These guys are hiding something.
You know what we do to people who lie, Captain, right?
I draw my rapier and point it at the guy's chest.
I didn't lie. I just didn't say anything.
A lie of omission
May
is
as
a
well
lie.
be lying, yeah. I say we string him up to the, and I'll point to our, we have like a mast, right?
Mm-hmm.
Say we
Yeah.
string him up there, Captain. Let him die of
Exposure.
starvation, exposure, and dehydration.
Fair enough. Crew's spoken. I point to the last guy and say, "You're not going to make it back home now, right?"
I'll float with the current. Someone will pick me up.
Looks like you're coming with us, lad. All right, get down to that hatch. Find out what's down there. Get this one on the ship with us and tie the other one up to the mast. Let's go.
I'll signal Archie to let's tie this guy up.
All right, I'll try to tie that guy up.
The one who is standing on the hatch, he'll attempt to resist Archie. As you go to tie him up, he throws a surprise punch in your direction and rolls a natural one.
No.
It is a whirling punch that misses you. He trips on some rope on the ground and wham, hits the deck for 1d2 damage with his 1d6 hit points, almost knocking himself out unconscious. But he hits the corner of something and he's got a big bloody gash across his forehead.
Archie will visibly cringe at the worst punch he's probably ever seen thrown. He's extremely offended at someone sullying his art like this. He's gonna facepalm. Jesus Christ.
No
You
room
can-
will get the rope ready to put him up there.
You can tie him up or bring him onto the other ship without too much struggle. He's sort of dazed from the impact, and with the two of you strong-arming him, the threat of magic missiles and rapiers, you can bring him to the ship. Meanwhile, Captain Winters and Sail are taking a look at this hatch or nearby the hatch, and you can see that it is locked. There's a key of some kind that would fit right down into this little hatch.
Yeah. Well, I say to the other guy, "Where's the key?"
Captain keeps it somewhere. I don't know where.
Right. I'll go and check the captain's body for the key.
You're in luck. It's in his pocket. Easy
I was gonna
peasy.
torture the guy if we hadn't found it.
I open the hatch and then say to sail after you.
No,
Alright,
it's just a
up
small
down?
hatch. It only really goes, a couple
Oh,
inches
right,
down.
okay.
It's just a lockbox down here where money is kept. You can pull out
Diamonds. Mithril.
Oh yeah.
111 silver,
111. Yeah.
73 gold,
Good.
Yeah.
and that's it.
What was the
Okay.
1d8 minus 4?
It doesn't matter. It's fine.
Yeah, it's
We
just
lose-
It's
a number.
nothing there.
I
We
dropped
lost
3
Mithril,
platinum
Nick.
overboard. Yeah. All right. I want to leave the ship just stranded here. I'm going to take the one innocent guy and I want to drop him off at the next island.
Right. Well, the next island would be Port Ferris. You hadn't gone very far at all before you ran into this person. This
Can we just keep
little
the
barge.
ship tied up and keep going? I think.
Yeah,
we're-
let's not go back
Yeah.
to Port Ferris. Yeah.
Or just do we
Alright.
keep going?
So you tie
Next
one
time when you're
human
on
being
islands.
to your mast as like this is what happens when you lie to us, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you leave the other
yeah.
person just as tied up on the boat somewhere.
Yeah. We have a
Great.
below deck thing, so we'll throw him down there. I know it's not big, but
Right, it's a
something.
small little hatch. Yeah, you can chuck them down there. Okay, easy peasy. First ship, got some good cargo, got some goods. Next ship, whoop, wrong die. Next ship you run across is a small cargo ship. It's not as big as the one that you had just robbed. It is what we would call a Connar in this situation, is the scale of the ship. It carries... It carries less than 100 tons usually. So still a pretty good amount of gear, but just, it's a little bit slower. It's only got the one mast, and it's just a small cargo ship, usually crewed by 10 people. If you include oar rowers, then maybe a little bit more.
let's do it again.
Yeah.
Should we give the guy that we tied to the mast? Should we give him the brass knuckle branding?
I think he's just gonna kind of stay up there and die. I don't think he needs it. But if
Okay.
you want,
If you want to do it.
if Archie wants to, absolutely.
Yeah, I'd be down to do it. Archie wants
Yeah,
to,
do it.
He's really a big fan of the whole where the Crimson Fist, Mad Fister, blah blah blah. He likes that he's kind of the icon, so he's trying to push for that a little bit more.
Yeah.
We live and die by the truth.
We'll do it before we put him up there. We can bring him down, whichever.
How are we gonna heat the brass knuckle?
I have heat metal if you need it.
There you go.
Cool,
We
yeah,
do it.
we'll do that.
Brand the guy.
Yep.
Okay, with the brass knuckle across the lower back.
Yeah.
Oh, yep.
Okay. So
Captain.
the chip is in range. Oh yeah. Another one.
Just in the future, I like what we're doing right now, but I think to make it so they never know where we're gonna hit, let's treat the islands like a clock. Let's roll a dice, a d12, and wherever on the dice it hits is where we go next. So it's always kind of random. We're always hitting somewhere on the clock, whether 1 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock.
Thinking like a true serial killer.
I like the way you think, Lauren.
But right now we're good. We're good to keep going. Yeah.
Okay. So I raise our Crimson Fist flag and then look through my spyglass at their ship as we hurtle towards it.
You also tell them to
Excellent.
drop anchor, right?
Well, I'm gonna just get a look at them first, but
Okay.
yeah.
You look across at the Connar over there, and you'll see that on the deck of the ship, there are some cargo goods, but there are a lot of people on the deck of the ship. It looks like this Connar is carrying passengers. Lots of passengers.
Good.
Perfect.
Being
All right.
ransom.
Seeing that, I close my spyglass, pocket it.
Sail should cast his lightning, right? Or get
Yeah.
it ready.
Yeah, let's get it
Yeah.
ready. All right, I'll give
I'll
sail a
begin
nod.
casting.
All right.
And I will raise the signals for drop anchor and prepare to be boarded.
The Crimson Fist rises, sail anchor. No, drop anchor, prepare to be boarded, and the storm gathers overhead. Static begins to like run across your backs. You can feel everything beginning to like stand on end, the taste of metal in your mouth. And we will find out how this encounter goes on the other side of our break. See you guys soon.
Wonderful.